Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumera Kawal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says the state will continue to look after the downtrodden segments of society. Minister for Railways has said that Iran and Turkey have offered cooperation for upgradation of Pakistan Railways. Foreign Minister has asked OIC and the world community to take notice of India's belligerent behavior and intervene to resolve the long-standing issue of occupied Kashmir. Finance Minister has called on FATF President to elect any other country co-chairman of the Asia-Pacific Group instead of India as it harms economic interests of Pakistan. First liver transplant has successfully been carried out at Pakistan Kidney and Liver Institute in Lahore today. China says it is working with the United States to normalize the trade relations between the two countries. The last leg of Pakistan Super League begins in Karachi today. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said that taking care of the downtrodden segments of the society is responsibility of the state. He said this while presiding over a meeting in Lahore today. Prime Minister said it is also duty of the philanthropists to support the underprivileged classes. He said it is responsibility to look after weak segments of the society. On the occasion, Prime Minister was briefed about the progress on establishment of shelter homes in Punjab. Railways Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed held a meeting with Prime Minister Imran Khan in Lahore today and briefed him about the performance of his department. He also briefed the Prime Minister about the details of his visit to Iran. Sheikh Rashid also apprised him about the upgradation of Pakistan Railways and running of new trains and recruitment in the department. On this occasion, Prime Minister Imran Khan expressed satisfaction over the performance of the federal minister. Later, talking to media in Lahore, Sheikh Rashid Ahmed has said that Iran and Turkey have offered cooperation for upgradation of Pakistan Railways. He said the coming time will be a golden era for Pakistan Railways. Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said he has already discussed the issues of Sir Syed Express and Jinnah Express with Prime Minister Imran Khan. He said the Prime Minister will inaugurate Jinnah Express on 30th of this month. To a question, Railways Minister said the government has offered every kind of health facility to former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said that Pakistan wants peace, but if India resorts to any aggression, we will give a befitting response. Talking to media in Sakkar today, he regretted that the Indian posture is so belligerent that even the Indian cricket players are wearing caps of their army during matches. Foreign Minister said that while the entire world is accepting Pakistan's narrative today, the Indian narrative is not being accepted even by the Indian people, and voices are coming from inside India that New Delhi has lost Kashmir. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said that the situation in occupied Kashmir has deteriorated due to the extent that the United States has described the state a dangerous area and warned its citizens not to visit it. He asked the OIC and the world community to take notice of India's belligerent behavior and intervene in the affairs of Kashmir. Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry has said normalization of the relations with India and stability in Afghanistan are the two most important goals of present government in Pakistan. In an interview with a Russian television channel, he said it is unfortunate that the Indian Prime Minister created a war frenzy and used the Pulwama incident for his personal political gains. The Information Minister said Pakistan desires a resolution of all disputes with India, including the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, through dialogue. He said we are offering India to become partner in fighting terrorism. He, however, said if war is imposed on us, we know how to respond and fight wars. Rejecting Indian allegations on Pulwama incident, he said India always tries to blame Pakistan for any act of terrorism. Responding to a question, the Information Minister said India actually sponsors terrorism in Pakistan. Referring to the arrest of Kulbhushan Yadav, he said we have enough evidence to prove that India is sponsoring terrorism in Balochistan. To a question, the Information Minister said Pakistan has not violated any contract vis-a-vis the use of F-16 fighter jets. He made it clear that Pakistan did not use the F-16s in the latest standoff with India. He said the failure of Indian force shattered the narrative of Modi. The information minister said that Pakistan received a lot of world support in the standoff with India. Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena has called for resolution of disputes between Pakistan and India through dialogue for peace and stability in the region. He was talking to Pakistani High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Shahid Ahmed Hashmat, who called on him in Colombo. The Sri Lankan president said the military escalation between Pakistan and India will affect the entire region, especially having a negative impact on economic progress and prosperity. He also underscored the importance of using SAARC Forum to promote mutual cooperation among its member states. The Sri Lankan president expressed the confidence that under the political stewardship of Prime Minister Imran Khan, Pakistan will not allow the standoff to escalate further and expressed the hope for early resolution of current crisis. This is Radio Pakistan. Finance Minister Asad Umar says India desires to harm the economic interests of Pakistan. In a letter to President Financial Action Task Force, Marshal Billingslea, he said recent Indian jets' violations of Pakistani airspace is a clear evidence in this regard. He called on the FATF president to elect any other country co-chairman of the Asia-Pacific Group instead of India. Punjab Minister for Health Dr. Yasmeen Rashid has said that first liver transplant has successfully been carried out at Pakistan Kidney and Liver Institute in Lahore today. In a statement from Lahore today, the minister said that both the patient and donor are in good condition. President of Azad Kashmir Sardar Masood Khan today visited the Tata Pani sector Kotli at the line of control and inquired about the well-being of unprovoked Indian firing hit population. On this occasion, Sardar Masood Khan paid rich tributes to valiant armed forces of Pakistan for silencing guns of the enemy. President Azad Jammu Kashmir lauded the high morale of the forward area's population and assured them all of our support at this crucial time. In India, Congress Party President Rahul Gandhi has criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi that he talked about corruption while the whole country knows who is corrupt. Addressing a public rally at Haveri in North Karnataka state, he accused Modi of the fooling of people of the country for the last 5 years with his so-called programs like Make in India, Stand Up India and Sit Down India. Rahul also criticized Modi bowing in front of terror. China says it is working with the United States day and night to achieve a trade deal that matches interests of both sides. This was stated by Chinese Vice Commerce Minister Wang Shun while speaking at a news conference on the sidelines of ongoing annual meeting of Parliament in Beijing. Wang said both Beijing and Washington are making full efforts to communicate and negotiate to reach an agreement so that bilateral trade relations between the two countries can return to normal. China has called on international community to push all the parties for further implementation of a revitalized peace agreement in South Sudan. Speaking at a Security Council meeting on South Sudan at the United Nations, China's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Wu Haiso, said ceasefire has been maintained in large parts of the country and implementation of the agreement still faces difficulties. United States says North Korea may be preparing for a missile or space launch. This was stated by U.S. news outlet NPR based on satellite image analysis of a key facility near Pyongyang. Earlier, talking to reporters at White House, U.S. President Donald Trump said he would be disappointed if North Korea resumes weapons testing. In Afghanistan, at least 8 Taliban were killed and 5 others wounded in 2 military operations in Badakhshan and Paktika provinces today. Karachi is ready to welcome the Pakistan Super League Season 4, of which 8 matches will be played in the city from today, including the semi-finals and final. The first match is between Islamabad United and Lahore Qalandars that will start at 1900 hours today at National Stadium. Apart from local players, 38 foreign players are also coming to play with their PSL teams. Meanwhile, law enforcement agencies have taken control of the security all over the city to ensure peaceful environment. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in Quetta, Makran, and Kalat divisions during night. To end the news, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister says the state will continue to look after the downtrodden segments of society. The last leg of Pakistan Super League begins in Karachi today. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.